Okay, sorry about the weird intro. Just decided to have fun. But anyway, this is kind of what we're going to be doing. I got the idea from Mira Byler. Wow. After I had found her on YouTube, I went and kind of like binged through all of her videos. And one of her really early ones was she took a giant white canvas and used hot glue on it and made designs. But it was just hot glue on a white canvas. And it's kind of boring. I mean, it's a cool idea, but just the glue on the canvas. Meh. And then in a later video, she brought it back out and she like used metallic gold and like accented it. And it's like, okay. Well, I had a slightly different idea, which was black, and then use the very cool color shift paint to create the design and then hot glue over it. And as you can see on this piece of paper, I have done a concept-y thing, which I think looks pretty cute. I feel like it pops a lot more. So yeah, we're gonna use the actual canvas. That's already quite dirty. And just the color swatches for all of the colors I have. And we're gonna do something. I don't know what. Probably just sort of doodly stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna do that now. I have to finish setting up. So I sketched out the idea of what I wanted to do, just so I wasn't trying to freehand it and mess it all up. The design itself is inspired by things that I saw way back when I visited Arizona when I was like 7. Because I really liked the design of them and I thought they were really cool, and I thought it would, be a cool thing to use for this because it's simple but it's creative and intricate in its own way, and I thought it was cool. So that's what inspired this design. But yeah, I tried to kind of make it look like it was like a frame and then there was a picture inside. I had thought about like just doing the frame bit with the hot glue and then actually painting like a full on picture in the middle, but I decided to keep it all cohesive and just have it all be the hot glue over paint thing. And I really like how it turned out. Funny thing though, the lighter gold is that lighter purple blob there on my paint palette. Color shift is funny like that. In the paint pot thing, it looks like one color and then you put it down and it doesn't look like that color anymore. So it's fun, which is also one of the reasons that I did the color swatches, so that I knew what the colors looked like when they would go down. Now, granted, again, depending on what kind of light you have and how it hits it, it does change the color. And like once I put the hot glue over it, more of the purple does show up underneath the glue part. But it's cool, and I like how it all sort of works together, and that it does look a little bit more gold most of the time and stuff like that. The straight blue line that goes over top of the curved part wasn't originally supposed to connect. It just kind of happened, but I like it. I did originally do like a thick cover of those curved bits, but the glue got really cloudy so you couldn't even really see the color underneath. Luckily, since it was over the paint, I was able to just peel it right off without hurting the canvas at all. And then I put a thinner line over it. And then with the frame bit, I just painted over the hot glue that was there. And I kind of like how that looks. It makes it stand out a little bit more, and I feel like it kind of adds like a different kind of dimension to it. But yeah. And the center part, I was really kind of scared of doing, but I think I did pretty good on it. The part that scared me most was when I was trying to decide whether I wanted to leave it just black where there wasn't the sun or the clouds, or if I wanted to try and just completely color it in, or how I wanted to do that. And I sort of did this like dry brush splotchy thing, and you know, once you kind of start it, you kind of either gotta finish it or just completely fill it in. But it ended up looking pretty good, so I, you know, did the splotchy dry brush thing, and I think it turned out pretty good. And yeah. The total time that it took from start to finish was about 3 hours, a little over 3 hours, including like all the prep and moving stuff around and stuff like that. But actual recording time of me actually working on it directly was about 2 hours. So, good thing to always remember is prep and cleanup and switching between the mediums does take quite a bit of time on its own. I think a lot of people tend to forget that. So, yes. Sorry if I sound very out of breath. I am. I actually did this before the Easter egg, dragon egg thing. But recording this now, I've just finished my first week at my new job, so I'm exhausted. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out and how the final bit looks, and I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it. I don't really plan to hang it up anywhere in the house. Oh look, my head. So I don't know. Right now it's just kind of sitting in my room underneath stuff. But yeah, I'll let you watch and hope you like it. Okay, it's all done and hot glued and my hand hurts and I didn't like that it was thick, so luckily it just kind of peeled off. But yeah,
probably a little hard to see. I'll probably use my phone to get some B-roll of better shots. But yeah, I like how it turned out. It's a little hard to show here because it's so big. But I do like it. Yeah, it's a little messy with all the little hot glue strings. But yeah, I didn't know what I was gonna be putting on it. So, I mean, I knew I couldn't do anything super detailed, but I like the idea of like having a frame, like in a picture, and I had thought about like just doing like the frame with hot glue and then like painting like a proper picture on the inside. But I like this. It's nice. I like it. It's simple, even if it took me almost 3 hours. But yeah. You do have to be careful with the bits where you use a little bit thicker hot glue, because it does get cloudy, so you can't see the color as much. So like here, like I did paint over the glue just to keep the color there, and I do like it. And it makes it stand out a little more, I think. But yeah, I had fun with it. Don't know if I'll ever do it again, but I had fun. So I hope you enjoyed this as well. My hand really does hurt. And if you did like it, then hit the like button, and maybe check out some of my other videos. I will have the videos that inspired this linked up in the card. And I hope to see you again on my arty journey. So until then, bye.